Oh. Having technical.
Oh shit.
क्या जोक्स
Hello, Marasakers.
Halo, Sisra Faka.
Hey, Chinese too. And number 2.
I am the motherfucker of Chinese.
Oh, no funky. Funky here.
Yeah, Hing Chang Chung.
Ching chang chong.
Ching Jo.
Tong tong tong.
Hing Ya. Oh.
Impressive.
The fuck, Chinky?
Yeah, he jumped. I have a question for you guys. When my fan's on, do you guys hear it?
Sometimes.
Oh.
Watch out.
Nah. I need to know. 'Cause
Yeah, it's hot.
It always come.
I need a weapon.
I don't want to call him a.
He is a liar. Oh my. Cringe. Was there people here?
Okay.
That was it, yeah.
There's an 8 over here.
I got supplies.
Oh, sounds like he's on top.
I got supplies.
Oh, somebody.
Oh, you want a 6 time? I just found another one. Okay. He's on top,
Top
huh?
of the crane, huh?
I think so.
Okay.
But I don't see
Yeah.
him.
Marked a location.
Here by the stairs.
Watch out.
Yeah, I see him now. He's over
Marked a
here now.
location. I got supplies.
Did he have?
Oh, excuse me. A car 9.
Holy shit!
I got supplies.
Teammates are-
Where's he at? Chuck?
I don't know. I was trying to close my backpack.
I'm on. I'm
I don't know.
straight
Marked a
over there.
location.
Someone's more up by the recall. What an idiot.
Um,
Watch out. Watch out.
I wonder if that was a bot.
Going back
What?
here. Yeah, I don't know.
the ones up
Marked a
there.
location. Okay.
What's his?
Watch out.
That's a real person. Oh, it's not staying one spot, right?
No one does.
I mean, like they don't. Those run straight. They just don't try to run away.
Well, alright. That's stupid.
Oh, chap, you want the?
The one up there.
Marked a location.
Blue thing.
Help.
Oh my god. Oh, he came back.
It's a duo.
1-1.
Bro, through the car? What the fuck? Oh my god. Camping ass bitches.
Yeah, I'm going right back.
Don't give up. I'm recalling a teammate. Can still recall you. Thanks.
That's fine.
Oh my god, somebody else got me.
Help!
No, I'm at the shop. Oh, that's bullshit. There's that motherfucker thingy.
Marked a location.
There's another squad coming in.
I run too young.
I didn't have any more mines.
Oh, there's fucking overrunning. How can you do shit? That was dumb.
Sorry, I tried my.
Oh, it's not your fault. I was getting shot from every corner.
Happy go.
Yeah, I'm Choppy probably waited for it because he thought it was to go away or run away. Oh, he just went back.
Oh well. You just have a fort?
There's Z. I didn't know we started. That's alright. Next time. What? 3 seconds?
عن كاين بونكار زي حبيبتنا احنا دعوة يعني احنا جربناه احنا اللي جربناه هسه الطيارة كلها تنزل هناك يا جماعة اللي على الطيارة نزلوا في الموت بلاش حاجة دي خالص كتير يعني بحبها
Chappy, what?
Holy moly! Hello?
God damn, I knew I shouldn't have come. My game about
Ah,
Oh,
found it.
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm fucking glitching.
I have no odds.
Oh no. There's two up here. You're throwable.
Help!
Oh, what the hell?
Did I just jump to military base? I go back.
another one's coming.
Help!
God damn it. Bitch.
Chappy is asking why do we jump back? We're
I
gonna
don't know, because we're
Because it was
dumbasses.
only two.
end up fighting them back anyways because we didn't have a vehicle. Did we?
It was only two of them.
No.
And then it was another squad that came.
Where are we going?
Where are you going?
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, where you going?
Wherever the plane drops me.
In the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going to Walmart. I fucked up.
Do you have a vehicle? Oh. Oh my god. Oh, I only have a buggy over here.
Sorry, Chappy. Look at the right side. Both.
No. Got your kill stone, though.
There's another buggy over here.
That's fine. Is the pops up.
I need a scope.
Oh, fuck. Well, that's because it's a small gun, so no wonder I'm fucking put.
I got supplies.
There's footsteps.
Are you hearing me? Oh yeah, I hear it. They're downstairs. It's a bot. Are you done, Chinky?
Figure out how to get out of here.
Oh my god.
I'm the fuck not on it.
I got some stuff.
No. Are you out?
Yeah, I figured it out.
I'm putting a gas can in the trunk if you can find it. Oh shit, do we have to cross? Let me grab this gas can. Relax. Brenda? Or did I lie? Someone's to our left. Mm-hmm. This place is dry as hell. Did I just hear another car? Oh no, that's bless you. I need some snowballs. shit. That's... Thank you. Oh, dumb bitch. Chill, bros. Hey, would you like a cigarette? I thought you like it. Yeah.
Down.
Well, he missed all his shots.
I don't know.
Turn another.
Oh,
Marked a location.
Not on both. They're going to get the res.
where is he?
Marked a
They're over here. They're
location.
over here. They're going to get the res on their teammates. It's two of them.
Thank you.
The last one is on their team. It's best if we just push.
They're
Watch
back
out.
here now.
Ah, they went over the hill.
No, one's
Watch
still back
out.
here. Watson? He's getting the res.
They're right
Marked a
here.
location.
Where the other ones go?
They took off running.
Marked a location.
One took off with a buggy.
Um,
Oh, he came back.
Help!
Excuse me.
Oh shit! There's two. One's through the back and one's up the back.
Help!
Cross.
He's coming down,
Oh,
Chinky.
shoot. There. He's coming right down.
Fucking way.
Oh,
Number 4's not even here.
oh, there.
I'm reporting number 4.
Uh,
I can't even report them.
oh, my game's lagging. Shit.
Got per.
Oh, he left.
I can only do one because I'm going to sleep.
Be a bitch.
I can only do one. My internet's down, bro.
Stay up all night. I had to stay up on.
Nah,
You.
probably a little later. No, I've been playing this game since fucking 8 o'clock in the morning, bro.
That's too
It's
long.
now 10 o'clock. I've been doing FPP, bruh.
I got 5 eliminations just now.
Ugh. Yeah, my fucking Wi-Fi's been down all day, bro. I've been using fucking mobile data. I'm at like fucking 400 MF right now. I got unlimited data. Yeah.
I made the
I'm about
top
to
3 just now.
I'm gonna tether my laptop, gonna put a movie on and just relax after. Oh, fucking following me? Shit. I've been doing some fucking dirty ass squad wipes in the FTP, bro. I'm gonna like get all my clips. Well, not clips, but like all my highlights.
That's so. Oh man, this game. Come on, squirt from behind.
Help!
Oh, he took your kill. What a
Fucking
little
beast
bitch.
stole all my kills! God damn! Wow! I'm not happy.
He hella went straight for your fucking kill, dude.
I know, man.
He was like, no, I don't give a fuck about the other team people. I'm going straight for his kills. Motherfucker.
Fuck.
Help!
Piece of shit. Thing 1 got you. Where's thing 2?
Please
good.
recall me.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get my highlights, my moments. I'm gonna like get them all and make them into a video and then click like edit him so it feels like it's different and then I'll probably post it on TikTok or somewhere. I don't know where.
Why? Who wants to see it in the chat?
Exactly. Who wants to see my squad?
No, I'm
Wipes,
just
bruh?
Please
joking. I'm
recall
kidding.
me.
I'm joking.
Got it.
I got a nice one. I shot 3 guys out of a car as they were driving past me. Full 6x spray on a M4.
What a hacker.
I was gonna like stream today, but I woke up and found my fucking Wi-Fi was down. I was like, wow, the fuck am I meant to stream now? Pink punk. I wish.
Should we have recall number 4?
Please recall me.
Do we
Got it.
have to? Exactly. Put your mic on, bitch, and then we'll think about it. Oh, and while you're at it, you gotta go to my friend. His name's John. You gotta suck his toes, and then you gotta go back to lobby. Yep. Phone number 4 is.
What the fuck? I'm missing my button.
Yeah, we're gonna call you. We're gonna get your number and we're gonna call you. I found out my sister's dating a fucking I don't even know how to say it. The PA. Are you streaming, Chinky?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, then I'm definitely not gonna say it.
This guy has a new suit.
Ugh, excuse me.
Oh, I'm gonna do the dance real quick. Hold up.
He's a.
Please recall me.
Hey.
I'm recalling a teammate. Thanks. I got supplies.
Oh, fuck is that furry ass bit? The very fluffy
Marked a location.
outfit. Oh my god, that's just cringe.
I need a side scope. Watch out.
No, I don't.
Let's go.
Number 4, you left me, number 4? Wow.
I wanted to get in the car with me. What the fuck? Help me. You want to see something, Skeezer?
What? Oh, you're very fancy.
Let's go. Hey. I'm gonna upgrade it so it looks better.
You sit in the back, number 4.
Oh, he's got you an outfit.
Oh, thank you.
You not have the outfit?
No, I didn't buy the thing.
No, all you have to do is purchase 60 UC and you get it.
Eh.
Literally, just 60 UC and you get it. I'm pretty sure. I read that correctly. Or it might be 180. I don't know, I can't remember. I'll check. Because it's not part of the RP. It's part of the UC outfit. Hello. Now where are these fuckers that killed me, number 4? Back up here. We'll go say hello to your buddy. There's one right in front of us.
You want to run back in the shop like a little bitch?
You little... No, he's outside. Outside on the wall. Outside on the wall.
Help.
Fuck you, thing one.
Oh, thing 1. That's the one that killed you.
Yeah, get your revenge, bitch.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't let them take my kill. Wait, did Chinky snipe him?
Help.
Oh, there's
Jeez, what the?
Watch out.
Where?
behind us. Over here.
Watch out.
I'm safe here. No.
I'm not safe. Fuck, I don't even have heals. What the?
Oh, I'm bleeding.
James is about to die, yeah.
If you climb up the thing, you might be able to get to me.
Oh yeah, duh.
I'm safe here because they can't see me. Let's be quick, Skiza. Come on, girl. Oh my god, you couldn't get close there.
He pushed over.
Yep, he's right below us.
Thank you. Help!
Oh, fuck off, thing one.
Watch out!
That was.
Thank you.
Right here, right.
Help!
Bitch. Fuck
Nice.
you and fuck your mom. Stupid ass bitch.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What he said.
happened to
Yeah, stupid.
Thank you.
Who's back in lobby now?
James?
I heard him in all chat. They were like, "You a motherfucking piece of shit," and I'm like, "Whoa, guess he's back in lobby now though, not me."
You motherfucking piece of shit.
Yeah, they were Indian,
James,
and that's why they were so good at aiming,
do
cause they were fucking desyncing us.
it for the queen.
I do it for the what?
For the queen.
For the who? The who? Oh, the Queen of Pakistan. Okay. I thought you meant the Queen of England. I was about to say, are you stupid?
Good one.
Who? Who said that? Oh. Oh my god. Fucking goddamn you, Jesus Christ.
What?
Thank you.
There's
It
five.
wouldn't let me put the scope on that I wanted. Fucking hell. Hello. I got a 1-win ratio without even playing a single game. Please ask. Well, not the 100 win. Ah, so I see how that gun's gonna be. Gotcha.
I know that gun.
It's fun, but I mean, what Ego was doing to me in FTP, I was driving, and all of a sudden the snow pile would come up.
Oh,
Vehicle?
Watch out.
Flip. I got a body shot on him.
You think they're gonna recall?
It's done already.
Nope, they went further.
That's somebody else.
Ah, fuck, I missed.
I'm trying to take my kill, you son of a bitch.
I got it for you.
But that guy up here was just a knock.
Yeah, there was another one up there too.
Oh, there we go. Nice.
Those guys
There's
dead?
still one over here.
They're getting the res. They're on the stairs.
Oh shit, I nearly burnt myself. Oh. That would have been a big mistake.
Number
Which
4,
one has the empty?
you're not even doing anything.
Oh, this guy. Two people left. We got this. Go team.
Number 4 about to have a free dinner.
Bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum.
Look, number 4. Oh, somebody shooting me, number 4. Get him. You just gonna let him shoot me? Oh.
Oh.
They're in the house.
Help!
Oh,
Oh,
missed.
what a VSA. My friend. Knocked him.
Help!
You sit down, buddy.
We're the best. Victory belongs to us.
Oh, yeah. Whoa. For God's sake. Hey.
You're on fire.
Hey. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, for fuck's
Before you shouldn't be
sake.
celebrating.
Hey.
Go back to the lobby now.
Alright.
GG.
Oh, GG's. Hey, there we go. I got a free Katie. That's fucking stupid. Alright, GG's. I'm gonna head off.
Alright, James.
Alright, James. Good night. See you later.
Good night. Bye.
Bye, princess. And then there were two. Here's the storm party. Under Miramar.
Down for
Where did I go? I don't know.
I won my last match. I got the sharpshooter medal. I got 5 eliminations just now.
I don't know if I should ask Joe.
Okay, go back to lobby, you white trash. Hey, you white trash.
What is
You
today,
don't speak
Tuesday?
your English. You white trash. You
He
don't
might
speak
or
your
might not. I
language.
think he might still be working.
What's up? Ah, ya no sé.
Go back to lobby, you white trash.
Ahorita uno de las mascotas, así como tienes tú el pajarito, tiene otros que traen un perrillo.
Con suéter, ¿no?
Simón. Felipe y con tenis.
Ándale. Y nuevos.
Ey,
Te voy a seguir, perro,
Then you
Simón.
climb the bus.
Para que me den esa misión. Mira,
Climb
tírate
the
por
bus.
ahí de... Me agrada Puerto
Number one.
Paraíso
Los estamos
o...
siguiendo a ti.
Okay.
Sí, en Puerto Paraíso.
Ah, chinga. Ah, pues,
Are you white trash? Go back to
trámpalo tú.
lobby. Are you
Pues me lo
white
tienes que
trash?
pasar.
Go back to lobby, you white
Pues
trash.
te lo estoy pasando, güey.
Okay, brown
No me
trash.
sale.
Speak English, you white trash.
Acéptalo, güey.
Speak English,
Okay,
you
brown
white
trash.
Ya, ya.
Hey, girl.
Okay, brown
Arre.
trash.
Puerto,
Black
pues.
trash. What's up, black trash?
Simón, Puerto Paraíso,
You
güey.
black trash. Dirty
Brown
trash.
trash.
Rainbow.
What the fuck you say?
¿Están tirando labio o qué?
Probably Mexican.
Ey,
Hmm?
That's water. I didn't think about it.
Vraiment désolé. Ok.
Don't be mean, Kinky.
Okay. I didn't think I was gonna get. Holy shit! Hate it.
So did 7 other squads.
Really?
No. Shut the quad up. Oh my god, first aids. I couldn't find them last game. The fuck?
Really?
Yeah. Piece of poop. Level 3 bag. Okay, okay. Hmm. Why don't you just put the milk in there instead of making more dishes?
I got supplies.
Courtney. I have one shrinking. Damn, did it just render? Would you like a 4 time? 4 time. You want a 4 time?
I got supplies.
I'm good. I have. Level 3 helmet here.
I got supplies.
I'm just level 3'd out, man. Here, did you find a scope for your car 9? You could take the 6. I found the 3. No. I'm good with what I got. It's in my pocket. I don't ever never get notified when you go live. It's so annoying.
I like that with everybody.
I got supplies.
Like I'll get notified
I got
if
supplies.
what the hell's his name? D goes live. And Demon.
I don't get
Yeah. T9 Batu. Batu is not your friend. Here's
I
the
got
6.
supplies.
They did advance.
Hmm.
They did advance.
Awesome. Awesome. Thanks.
There's a scar in here if you want it.
Marked a location.
Sango gato kulabi, sango lang ang makita. Hey girl. How you doing?
Oh,
If you mark me at M6, oh, never mind. Your phone rang. Here, you want this M4?
I got supplies.
11, 12,
Oh, that's
Awesome. Thanks.
No. I was like, wait, what?
It went, didn't it?
Not if you forgot the 6, buddy.
But it did it. Need a stock?
I
No,
got
haven't.
supplies.
I just need me a mod and I'm Gucci. No, I have. I'm just chilling. Oh, I have enough to buy you 6. Or how much monies do you have? That's not even enough to buy you an 8.
I know.
Kuya Kakabe? Birthday mo rin na po ba yan?
I think it's
How about I'll buy me a mod and then I'll give you the 20 and you can give me the 6 and you can buy a 8 time. Y'all? Yeah. Damn, level 3 bags everywhere.
taking out.
You're good.
Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
No, I bought one.
What they said buy a mod.
No. I said I'm gonna buy me a mod and I'll give you the rest. So you can buy 8 and I'll take the 6. My rental.
Hey, bust out the.
Yeah.
Where's that?
Only if you're used to it.
This is your first time.
I'll grab this car over here.
Mystic, thank you for the like or for the follow. All right, from Twitch. Sammy. Hey.
Thank you. Hello, Sammy. Jay. Damn, 3 times everywhere. Put another one in the trunk.
Pas de problème.
What the work? Such a damn
Pas de problème.
Oh. There's a drop right here. The smoke just disappeared.
I'm out. Need ammo.
It's in the middle of the
Impressive.
road. Oh, there's a vehicle at the garage.
Watch out.
Ok.
Another car. Where the hell did they go? There was another one at this compound back
out.
here.
Oh, they're way down there.
Marked a location.
Oh, okay.
They're right there.
Marked a location.
We lost.
I'm gonna need a mag for this UMP. I thought I
Allez.
had one.
That's good.
Come on, let's get to it. I know that we can do it. Where are we going?
Ang motiba ka na. Kaya kanya kala. Sakan.
People shooting at you guys? Oh, no, they're
Ang
out of-
motiba manalo ka.
Rival.
Do you guys have a car? Yeah, they do.
Why do you want to come on the playground to talk? Ang motiba mo.
Ok.
Let me grab this. gas can right here. I'm gonna fuel.
Hello, how are you doing? I'm doing fine.
Kunaon kamatayan. Oh shit. You should just shoot a flag. A T9 clan in here.
Hey, baby, can I? Hey, baby. You try getting up here, Auntie?
Yeah.
I fuck.
I got it.
Big one.
Someone's
Watch
right
out.
here.
Marked an airdrop.
Excellent travail.
Hey, I'm MG3. I'm good, thank
Pas de
you.
problème.
Oh, bus hello. Shit, we gotta go to zone.
Ok.
Whee!
Oh shit. I wouldn't have latched on that railing. I would have went in. Would have been able to get out. Tuna!
Kaya nakakata ba?
A sexy tuna. The house?
Get in the car.
You want to join in this?
Vehicle. Holy, what the fuck?
Wait, did they get mad at us? Thanks for the share, tuna. Like and share.
Hello, Rose.
Ok.
Are you on TikTok live?
Facebook.
What's your group?
Impressive.
Mr. Butchie 55.
Une seconde.
Oh. Sorry. What?
Merci.
Oui, oui.
She disconnected.
No, you're on a group, not a page.
What?
Are you good on a group, not a page?
I don't have a page.
I got supplies.
I tried opening it, but I can't.
Watch out.
Chinky. I'll put you inside.
Oh, shit. Oh, it's there.
Maybe you have to type it out in chat.
Oh, I see it. He's not. I don't know if he's alone.
Are they on the top?
Yeah.
He was not alone. He's already up.
Marked a location.
Where's your hair at this corner?
No, but she
Watch
knocked
out.
somebody back here, Chinky. From this side.
Piedad, I know doing it though.
The president.
Okay.
Hey, them. Hey, them.
Thank you.
Yeah, this one. She's in that, huh? There's two up here above me.
There's two.
Excellent travail.
Awesome. Awesome. Thanks.
There's still one more.
Watch out.
Yeah. Headshot.
Oh, shit.
He was still only on knock.
Guys over there.
Vehicle. Go towards the enemy. Or here.
Marked a location. Awesome.
Nice.
Thanks. Help!
Fuck. I'm coming down. Trying to knock that T9's on us. I think it's just two of them.
Thank you.
Thank you. But somebody else further back got me.
There's one down there.
Watch out! I need consumables.
Oh my gosh, no I don't. They're back here.
Watch out!
They're gonna go into.
Nice.
Watch out! Awesome. Awesome. Thanks.
I just got the service.
We are number one. We are number one.
Great work, everyone.
We're the best.
Who's Diablo with? War. Please war. Be right back, Chinky.
Cover me!
Let's go, dude. Dude, you want to join?
Team match, let's go.
First point for the red team.
Nice shot! Enemy down!
Oh, what the?
Target down! Expired! Enemy down! Clear!
Bitch, wait.
Enemy down! No mercy! Expired! Target down!
The blue team doesn't have a lot of time left. Killing spree for the red team.
I'm sorry, my friend. How the fuck?
Expired!
He thought bitch.
What? No fucking way with the R45.
Reloading.
Half of the match is over, and the red team is in the lead. Killing spree for the red team.
Oh, one of them had the pet.
Cover me.
Got the one in red.
Is there only two of them?
Dead. Expired. Enemy down.
He's coming for you, Chinky. Huh? Yes.
Red team victory.
Sorry, wasn't paying attention. Was, but Keanu took it. I got distracted. Where should we go? Let's go to Northa. Then USA. Can we put it away? How can we put it away?
I won my last match. Let's
Look, what
fight
about Taylor?
together.
Okay.
I won my last match.
Oh shit. Damn, Chinky. Come in my house and take everything.
Someone has been here. Watch out. Help.
You fucking bitch.
Are you coming back, Shinku?
Marked a location. Marked a location.
No fucking way, you fucking camping bitch.
From where?
On top of the here.
Marked a location.
I'm dead. Go back real quick.
Marked a location.
Come.
Watch out! Victory belongs to us.
Team to qualify at the 2023 PMGC. This will be the
Kita kena main ni lah, kumpulan gak baru lepas.
Okay, so
if he can put up those kind of performances, if they can maybe be a little bit more consistent in regards to the place. So yeah, you know what? Maybe the circles aren't favorable. Yeah, you know, you can't really maybe do much in that circle.
Why are these players making this like terrible rotation?
I was thinking that.
Yeah, it's the last day. Players' nerves are getting riled up. You know, these guys have a lot on the line, and typically, fast rotation equals good rotation, right? Typically. So, I mean, they just feel like if we go fast enough, it's going to be good. And these are the teams fighting in from the east side, as they're going to keep going.
Ooh.
I thought they would stop at some point, like right after they made it across the bridge, but I don't know what they're thinking. Like, you could try and full send it to center, but this is Sandhawk, okay? You can't do that.
Duxan have left Painan fairly early at this point. That's where they dropped. They've moved very fast towards the hills to the south of Ruins to try and take that position there, which is where NASA were trying to move to. And you can see actually Hyper going to move up and pick up the pieces. NASA going to be completely taken down now. With no eliminations, no points, 7th place. They're looking all right to secure themselves in the survival stage, though. For today's matches, they can't let it go too far, but it won't be the biggest blow dealt to their points totals, to their standings in this tournament.
Yeah, the point spread in that, like, I would say 6 down to 11, it's pretty tight. So even if you have one terrible game, definitely not the greatest feeling. It's not like the other teams around you is all going to get a good game and pass you up. But you definitely don't want to be risking it anymore. So Nasser out for now. And Hyper did move on in, picked up that 1 point. And first zone, it's still, the blue's still closing. We're very far from the second circle shift. But you could see, you know, it being the last day, a lot of these teams are sticking true to whatever plan they had. For Sandhawk, it was obviously, hey, if we don't get the first circle, we're going to go for a fast rotation, and fingers crossed, does not work out for neither team.
No, it's been pretty dastardly on that south side, so See how teams are able to survive here. Enigma Galaxy on that south edge, playing up from Sami. They are relatively uncontested there. No one really in that vicinity, and the teams that might have taken positions close to them have been shredded down by that south crossing. So potentially a little bit more isolated than they would have been otherwise. But N-Hyper playing around these rocks just to the west of Painan. They've got a pretty solid foothold themselves, although the center of the circle is much closer to Ruins than they are right now. So they are a little bit on the edge. The second circle is going to really dictate how the pace of this game is going to go, because you've still got a lot of different possibilities in terms of which island it's going to.
I'm keeping my eyes on Enigma Galaxy there on the south. It does look very congested in front of them, but there's some very tricky rotational pathings you could take. And looking at Enigma Galaxy, they definitely have the vehicles to do it if they need to go way more center, and it does center right up onto that trifecta area. Now, I can't imagine Enigma Galaxy wants to fight their way in here, because to the left side is Ruins, difficult to fight through, and just right in front of them, very tall hills. Like, you're fighting uphill battle the full way through. They might pull out one of their signature rotations here. We'll see very soon. But as for everyone else, that's a pretty decent circle, other than the ones not in the zone. Nongshim Red Force, all the way in the northeast, they always make it work, so let's see how they do in this one.
Nobody has taken the hill right now to the west of Hale's position. That hill that sits just to the west of the Trifecta compound. Inco didn't shift over there. They stayed by the bridge. They're looking to control that crossing, stop teams from the north side having that option. And I think that's not the worst decision that you could make there. And it looks like Duxan may be looking to strike out for that central hill right now. A lot of control from this location. A lot of teams like to post up there. So we'll see who's able to take it. It looks like Duxan leading that charge.
Yeah, Duxan is going to convert all 4 players over. I was thinking they might be able to do a 2-2 on both sides of the road, but they're going to play a little bit more safe here. As here we have Nongshim Red Force. This is on the northeast side, right outside of boot camp, so very far away from central spot in the zone. They're definitely going to just play it slow, take whatever fights they need to, and slowly work their way in. Don't want to take those bridge rotations. We've seen, what happened earlier, so I don't think they're going to elect to do that. And everyone's just condensing, just, tighter and tighter. The circle didn't really hard shift anywhere, so it's still kind of a question mark for a lot of these teams as to which island it's going to end on. The south does have more landmass. The east side, where boot camp is, way less. But it could still, do a little shift towards the east, and then you get a 50-50 between the South and East Island. So I think teams are really just prepping and waiting still.
Nongshim Red Force potentially looking to hold out Kanina Power. Becker, forward position. Gory has taken some damage from somewhere. That might have been the blue zone, because the rest of the team are pretty close to it. XZY, overlook towards Kanina Power. He's scouting out. They haven't revealed themselves just yet. I don't think Becker's position is known. He's just scouting out, listening for footsteps, listening for that maneuver. Yudu Alliance, in the meantime, are moving in a little bit further south. They have just left the blue zone, which is why their health bars are quite low, but Iftar moves forwards first, and Sporter launches that nade. Diversion immediately from Yudu Alliance, and they can readjust, go a little bit further south, and try and cross closer to Painan.
Yeah, Yudu Alliance sending their scout player forwards, getting that info. That's very good for them. Yudu Alliance doesn't strike me as a team that, likes taking early game engagements, so they will avoid that fight if possible. They do find that south side rotation, like you mentioned. Zone is about to shift once again. Right now, STE on the north side of the Trifecta compound, and Hale just right in the center of everything. Taking a look around, Inco's still in that Ruins area. Not too much movement so far from Circle 1 to Circle 2. The team's able to get more central half, like Duxan and Hyper, but it will come down to this third shift. This is going to be the pivotal one.
STE have managed to make their way through there, and all 4 teams on the northern side are probably thinking about how they're going to make this cross happen, because honestly, at this point, it's last team standing on that northern side, and most likely you're not going to get much further than that. Can you farm those points, get those eliminations? Because this river crossing has become very, very dangerous. With Hale in the compound at the Trifecta, with Inco controlling the bridge, with Duxan on the hill, there's very few places you can go. You might just have to go for a full send and hope that you can win the crash without a third party taking you down. And Hyper looking for a crash of their own. They've sent straight on through into the middle, past Duxan, and into the side of Ruins. They've managed to find the corner and actually post up.
All four making it in. Alive for now. One player caught on the outside. Koi down to 1 HP, and he does get caught by Inko and quickly flushed out. I don't know how he ended up that far outside of the compound crash. Maybe one of the wheels got shot out and he was forced to hop out early. But Hyper make it in. Pretty central. 3-man, and they should be safe there. There's no way any team is going to want to cross over the roadsides in the open. Too much sight lines. Inko is fine with that one elimination. They're just going to wait for now. And the big thing is they got a point onto Hyper, right? So they know it's Hyper there. They could track the elimination feed to know what's going on. If they do want a third party, say if Hyper gets into another engagement, a team crashes on them, that could be a huge point opportunity for Inko.
1 point found. And in a crucial position as well. I mean, Duxan right now have 2 eliminations, which means that Inko still have a little bit more to do. In the meantime, 7th Element, they've been on this North Island for a while. Nongshim Red Force, I'm surprised that they went for this wide North rotation as well. They are now behind all of these teams on the North Island, and they're all going to have to look to cross. I mean, maybe you just look to farm up an elimination point or 2 or 4, rather, for the team. Divine, not going to strike for 7th Element, but they're going to know that there is a team rolling down this hillside. 2 players in the US looking to move forwards, but GokuBot is waiting. Sporter's toast here. There's no way he gets away with this. Steps out, the shotgun nearly goes a little bit wide, but handles it in the end and gets the spray down for the flush.
Yeah, the 7th Element, really good heads-up positioning for this potential maneuver. I don't know if they were actually expecting a team to do this, but the setup is perfect for it. Look at this. Everyone from Nongshim just funneled right into the trap one after another. 7th Element, though, can they convert? It is a huge advantage for them right now, but it comes down to gun skill now in this close-range fight. Nongshim Red Force, a very strong team, even down to 3. They could still win this, and not just Nongshim Red Force here. NB Esports already cresting the hill looking for their third party in STE, and both intense game on the east and west of that chiming in.
They are starting to move out. The third party from SDE, we have seen that quite a lot over the last few days, and it looks like Nongshim Red Force might be a little bit lackluster here. Divine does get caught and found on the top there. That's the high ground position for 7th Element, but GokuBot still has his cliff to play around. Can Nongshim Red Force stay alive? Because they've only got 1 player now out in the blue. XZY wants to try and turn it around, but GokuBot seems to have spotted something, and the rest of STE are going to be looking out this way as well. NB eliminated. It looks like it's not going to be too much longer for Nongshim, but in they go to the shack, and there's a DBS waiting for them, the auto shotty rather. Instead, T24 OP wants to get that reload off, reposition, hold his teammate down as well as Alian is knocked. They want to hold out their door frame, but can't quite do it, and the 2 players on the inside now only have GokuBot out in the blue to keep their team alive.
This is mutual destruction out here on the north side. Every single team suffering casualties. Not a single one of them will make it out as a 4-man team. STE did lose one as well. 7th Element down to just 1 intense game. Look like they got the better end of things, but they also do lose a member. And now, focusing on the hard southeast side, on the very edge of zone, it's Morph and Udo Alliance. Morph up to 5 eliminations, and they're looking pretty good in this fight right now, too.
A scrap for 3rd place, remember. Udo Alliance are on the chase, but it looks like Morph have been able to open up for 1. Traded back by Udo Alliance, who are playing just as 3 right now, so the numbers advantage still for Morph. They have 3 players up and active compared to the 2 for Udo Alliance, and Flax is very, very exposed. Olio on the back lines, trying to launch some nades over the road. Flax does get flushed away, which means that they are going to be playing on as 2 no matter what, even if they're able to win it out against Morph, who still haven't got their res, by the way. Hale trying to hold out on this trifecta compound. This is STE's opportunity. You can see they're making their move as soon as Hale have this engagement to deal with, and Get Slow is knocked on that northern side as well. So he's going to really, really struggle to hold out STE, so the crossing can happen. Can they make it work and get their foot across the river?
I'm surprised FaZe and Hale are still both here looking pretty healthy, because Kanina Power was on the backside of all 3 of them here. So neither team really suffering too many casualties. FaZe getting the better end of things with 4 up. Blue zone forcing them in. Hale loses 1. It looks like they're going to be losing this fight as well. Smokes are up, obscuring some sightlines, but this should be easy for FaZe. Ventores goes low. Shotgun misses, hitting the tree. Finally gets a shot in. But is that enough? He gets a second one. FaZe down to just 2.
Moving out past the smoke. Really, really sneaky play there. FaZe players falling like flies, but they are able to handle it. STE in the meantime have leapfrogged their position and look for that third party onto a wounded FaZe and will be able to take them down fully. STE marching in from the north side. Duxan in a brilliant position now with this shift coming through. They have an excellent hold on this south side. Teams leaving from Ruins, I think, are going to have to struggle through this one now as Inco have the backstop, but moving past the remaining 3 players of STE is going to be tough. And Hyper, who sent themselves into the shack, into the building that they have relatively early, they're going to have to leave as well.
And Morph just get taken out? It was 4v2 against Udo Alliance. Yeah, Udo Alliance with a very strong defense. I don't know how they pulled that off, but all of Morph are gone. Udo Alliance is still up. Enigma Galaxy, I think yesterday's day kind of has shaken their confidence. They could have third-partied that fight way earlier. Like you see on the minimap, they have full control of the south side, uncontested. They could be third-partying many of these fights, but they're just way too slow to do so, and it might be they're just playing it a little more safe because of yesterday's games and how they went, that they're being a bit more passive, but that is, you know, forfeiting them a lot of third-party opportunities right now.
Morph, they did go down there, but they got 7 eliminations. Remember, they took 3 from Nextruya. Dokuma is still alive, by the way, for Nextruya. But they took a player as well from, I think it was NASA, who crossed that bridge as well. They were able to get 3 eliminations in that fight with Udo Alliance. So this game is far from a bust for Morph right now. And Udo Alliance going to need a little bit more if they want to catch up, because remember, Morph is that 3rd place mark. Are they going to be able to find that pace? STE not quite finding the final player there for 7th Element. Actually, STE losing a player, getting flushed out there. That is really not ideal. Nextruya also losing Dokuma, the last player for them.
Yeah, STE down to 2. 7th Element really just being a thorn in their backsides. You saw him constantly being scoped in right there. Next zone is about to shift here. Duxan has been just chilling on that hilltop with 4 up. And same with Enigma Galaxy on the south side. It looks like it is going to be shaping up to be those 2 teams as the 4-man squads, and the zone does go to Duxan and Enigma Galaxy. Enigma Galaxy in a much more comfortable spot, I'd say. Duxan will have to worry about Inco and STE as well, potentially.
I said the game wasn't a bust for Morph. With 7 eliminations, they have managed to jump up a little bit on those standings. Enigma Galaxy were a bit of a way behind, I think it's fair to say. Before today's match, they started the game 17 points behind, in fact. With those 7 extra, that's going to be up to 24 points behind. So they will need a pretty big match here. That first elimination, the only one that they've been able to find so far. So, still would need a 14 elimination chicken dinner in order to draw level with Morph.
They could do it. There is still a lot of enemies here left for them to take down. And a chicken dinner will get them that 10 points. If this was Enigma Galaxy from day 1 and 2, I would say this is their chicken dinner, but yesterday's performance does shake my confidence a bit. Duxan now getting sieged on by Inco. The drive-by close, but didn't get the knock on to Benny. Duxan with 4 elimination points. This is the 11th place team going against the 12th place team also, but STE coming in with that 3rd party from distance will confirm themselves a point. Intense game on the backside, finally taken out by Inco. Becker will get revived, very low HP, just in the nick of time, and Duxan getting cut down to 2.
STE also losing another player down to just the last. Hero has that smoke cover. The nade moving forwards, the shots through the smoke. They know that they've connected on one, and he's continuing to push. Nade in hand, wants to find a first knock, perfectly cooked right over the top there, and it's dangerous now for the last player, but Hero will fall. They have managed to handle it, but now Inco can swell over this hill. They can crest and just roll down over Duxan. There's very little that you can do here. You're going to need a miracle nade, or maybe even 2, to be able to hold on, but the vehicle is going to swing on through. 2 players hop out, and it is doom for Duxan on the northern side. Now, Inco can turn their attention south, but Becker's been knocked again. They'll have to slow their roll slightly.
Just slightly. Enigma Galaxy getting the full zone. I don't think they're going to look to pressure them anytime soon. Enigma Galaxy only 2 elimination points. But with this zone, they should get 4 more onto Inco. They should. Very great spread out, Enigma Galaxy. All the angles and sightlines covered. This is going to be a very difficult push for difficult push for Inko, even with 4 up, and here it comes. They have the vehicle to make it fast and furious. Let's see what they can do, but yeah, the off angles, the setup is great for Nigma Galaxy.
Straight onto Coops, and they have Freak on that off angle. An excellent spray down onto 2 of Inko, and that might have just sealed the deal right there. But Coops having to get a little bit of retribution as Ralph was taken down by the last player from Udo Alliance around the edge. So it is a 2 versus 3 as the flush comes through for Becca, but he's knocked on the off angle, and the last player falls quickly. Nigma Galaxy able to hold their line on the south side. They moved up with Coops in a decent position on the shack, and they had everything going in their favor. They had no threat from the side angles, no flanks to worry about. Udo Alliance made it a little bit spicy, but Nigma Galaxy back on top.
All right, here we go. We got ourselves a show today. Nigma Galaxy, it looked like they were dead yesterday, but they're back from the dead, starting off the day with the chicken dinner, nonetheless. And what's even better is Morph, they didn't go down without a fight either. They were picking up elimination points and made it in there too. It is going to be a fight for that 3rd place. And we can't forget, John, Udo Alliance was there at the very end. Sure, they're a bit further down on the leaderboards compared to these 2 other teams, but hey, they're putting up a fight, and with 5 more games to go, any of these 3 teams, they could still take that top 3 golden ticket.
Absolutely. I think Morph are still just a little bit ahead. They needed 14 eliminations on this match to draw level at the end of it for Nigma Galaxy, but this, as you say, is a very good start. Unfortunate that Next Ruya gave those points over early on to Morph for their campaign, but that's just how it goes sometimes. Nigma Galaxy able to just play from that south side. A very calm game from them. Nothing super special, but they made it work. Udo Alliance, you're right, they survived a long time, but that gap ahead of them is still stretching as both Morph and Nigma Galaxy made profit on that match.
Oh yeah, definitely so. And I am a Coops fanboy, full disclaimer. Coincidence? Coops gets MVP of the match and they win? I don't think so. I think, if Coops is firing on all cylinders, this is going to be a different Nigma Galaxy today.
Well, hopefully they'll be able to maintain that momentum. Nigma Galaxy take the final Sandhawk of Group Red.
I don't think so either. Oh boy, here comes Coops and Nigma Galaxy getting a crucial win here off the start. It's so crazy. Like you talked about it earlier, 7, right? If Coops doesn't do well, his team suffers. And if he pops off, boom, we see the squad on top.
Yeah, now we'll take all the credit. All right, the credit goes to Sute because that is pretty much what he was telling us yesterday when he was casting this game. So all credit to Sute, but I mean, we saw it perfectly here too. He was able to get 4 eliminations in that match. But the way that they were able to play that finish was so beautiful. That is the difference between the Nigma Galaxy being actually set for a fight, being able to cover all the angles to what we were seeing yesterday out of Nigma Galaxy. And even before that, they were holding compounds towards the side of the circle, towards the edge of the circle, which is something I was hoping that we would start seeing out of them. I'm loving what I'm seeing out of Nigma Galaxy, and I'm also loving what I'm seeing out of Morph. 7 eliminations, 0 placement points, but it's okay. It's okay, Morph. At least you got some points, and if not, it would have been a completely different story. Nigma Galaxy would have made a bit of a gap there between them and Morph.
Yeah, and for Nigma specifically, I know that there was questions about why aren't they third-partying more. They end the game with 7 eliminations, which is definitely on the lower side, but this is Sandhawk, right? If they were to try and leave the holding position that they had on the south side, there's always that risk that they're going to get backfilled. The amount of just greenery, the high grass, all the trees, someone crawling up behind you, and we know there's going to be a couple of solos. Alliance are in this game, and they always seem to go down to a solo. So, I understand that they wanted to play conservative and just control their space, control their area. When they noticed that the zone was favoring them at least a little bit, they didn't want to give anything up, especially if it meant going down towards the low ground. So I think even with the low number of eliminations, this was still a very calculated round for Nigma to be able to secure.
And we're talking about the top teams, right? Let's talk a little bit more here about the bottom teams as well. Inko, 12 points. All right, Inko. I like the aggressiveness that we saw out of you guys there. And I feel like we also have to give a bit of a shout out there to DS because this team, boy, you were talking about it earlier too, Cam, as we're seeing the head-to-head between players. A big drop-off from DS. 50 points in day 1, 36 points in day 2 and 3 combined. And for them to at least put up some points here in this match and continue their hopes alive of being at least within the top 11, that's good to see out of them.
Yeah, for Inko, this was definitely a good round for them, right? 6 elims, second place. That's objectively good, right? I'm not super this to me isn't being like, oh, they're back, right? Obviously, it's still not nearly big enough. 6 elim still isn't all that high. A lot of that is because with the nature of how this circle was, there was all that bridge crossing, so much fighting on the north, so much fighting on the east. So there weren't that many opportunities to begin with for Inco to get a whole bunch of those eliminations. But this is still at the very least a good opportunity for, again, that momentum to build up, that slingshot into a good performance. And it pushes Inco up into 10th place. They're out of the bottom 5 right now, but those points are still super, super close. The big concern is that there is a 15-point gap between 12th and 13th place. So unless something changes soon, it is just going to be a couple, 4 or 5 of these different teams just trying to stay out of 12th place. 13th through 16th might be locked in quickly.
Speaking of slipping out of 12th place, right? Duxon put some good points on the board as well. That was 10 total. That puts them in 11th. That's 3 above Face Clan 7. So, you know, these teams are going to be fighting it out tooth and nail for the rest of the day.
Yeah, this is why I was giving the props, because this is exactly what we wanted to see out of these teams that weren't even within the top 11. By the way, a team that's currently not within the top 11, but I did enjoy what I was able to see out of them. 7th Element, they were able to surprise Nongshim Red Force. They were able to surprise some of the other teams as well and secure at least a couple of eliminations. Remember, at least I'm judging some of these teams completely different. Towards the top, I'm going to be a lot tougher on you.
Sure.
Towards the bottom, I'm going to treat you like you're a baby and you're barely learning how to walk.
Okay.
Any little baby steps here out of them, we'll take them.
Calm down. That's a bit much. I do want to say on that graphic that there was that gold outline, right? I believe that is the 10-point gap between 12th and everyone above. And Hyper aren't that far away from that. So even though they're sitting good in 6th place at 107 points, and Hyper, despite having the high highs that we've seen, they've also had some really low lows. So I wouldn't put them out of danger either. It is possible. A lot would have to go wrong just because of how many teams there are between them and 12th place. But I do think it's something that they need to be concerned about, of not like making sure that they can at least get like 1 win today or like 1 top placement today to click them over 110, 115 to really like stay out of 12th.
I wouldn't put a lot of these teams out of danger. It's so crazy how close this is in that mid-pack range. And, you know, for a team like Morph and Enigma Galaxy just fighting tooth and nail to see who's going to make it into that top 3, if Morph put up a goose egg in this game, they would be tied right now, right? So there's only a 7-point difference now between these two squads. So Enigma Galaxy still need to put up consistent points regardless, because we've seen Morph have a crazy pop-off match easily, right? Well, yeah, crazy performances. Yeah, especially on Miramar. But you know what? It's time to get into Aaron Gale. Let's go ahead and send it on over to our casters.
The triple wheel in the middle of the grassy pastures, of course. We know it. We love it. We're in for a treat, I'm sure. A very, very storyline heavy match over on Sandhawk. We saw a lot of conflict around both bubble positions. Morph, Enigma Galaxy, Yudo Alliance, Inco, Duxan. I'm just listing the entire lobby at this point, right? It's every single team who's in these crucial spots had an interesting turn of events during that last match. So I'm really excited to see what we've got for the rest of the day.
And it does talked about it too. I think another hidden storyline, so to say, is you want to look at 6th place and Hyper, right, with 107 points. Duxan, 11th place, the bubble, the cutoff, 96 points. So many of the teams in the middle also didn't get anywhere, with the teams near the bottom getting a lot of points, meaning now all of a sudden, no one's safe. Like, from 6th down to make it through that survival, and it's just like, so much is going on. I couldn't have asked for a better first game in terms of storyline progression. I think so much things just, you know, got moved around, and the stakes have been raised that much more for everyone.
Absolutely. I mean, speaking of getting raised, the bubble specifically, the 11th place team raised by 10 points in that last match, which is at the 11th place in a standings, is a really significant jump here. It's actually left a lot of those teams actually from 13th place down, kind of in the dust, with the number of teams towards that bubble who were able to get a good game just there.
Hopefully 13th down still have, well, technically points-wise they do. They definitely still have a say in things with 5 games left to go. But with just that one game with so much changing, I'm hoping, John, that it's going to be like that the whole entire day, where game by game, things get shaken up.
Hopefully. I mean, that would be the most exciting. Although, that would mean I'd have to do a lot of mental arithmetic as fast as I can today. So, I don't know. We'll see if I'm able to last out, if I've got the neurons firing today, as I hope a lot of these teams do as well. And as Hot Dukes highlighted towards the end there, Morph's game, they were firing on all cylinders, able to pick up 7 points, and if they hadn't got those 7 points, that's the only difference between them and Enigma Galaxy right now. It would have been a tie. Morph would have won the tiebreaker based on the chicken dinner count that they have right now. Morph on 3 chicken dinners, and with that last one, Enigma Galaxy only on 2. So Morph would still be in, but right on the bubble with a tied scoreline. That would be very, very tense, but they still got that 7-point buffer now.
Yeah, and I just realized Morph lost that fight down there to Yudu Alliance as well, and it was a fight that Morph should have won. It was a 4v2. The camera went elsewhere, so we didn't get to see exactly what happened, but imagine if Morph held it out and won that fight. They would have been the team coming into the very end in that top 3 and gotten way more points, but hey, I think it's better this way. You know, get those points, the bubbles crunched in a bit more near the top side to make it a more exciting day. We do have the plane path out here on Erangel. A decent enough plane path. Sure, it's a really far to the east side, but I think as for amount of car drops that are available, there's a decent amount. We shouldn't see too many things. Maybe 1 to 2 teams might get into some altercations here.
I was going to say, I'm expecting to see Kanina Power dropping back over to that military base there. Drop kind of shifted over to North George. It seems like those are the 2 locations that they were looking for. But with this plane path, it's kind of, you just go back to military base. You go back to that old drop, North George, a little bit too inaccessible. You don't have a lot of time to go for it. Interestingly enough, it looks like 628 are going to drop short. They're not going to go on the mainland. They like to drop over in Primorsk, and instead they're going to grab a couple of vehicles on the west side of Sosnovka and make their way in just that little bit later. But they're going to have to punch through Duxan. This is a shift for them, going out to the west side.
I think the plan right there is... I think 2 of the players are stretching towards the waters to see if they can find a boat.
There we go.
Right, they only found... Oh, there's a boat right there. And then the other play... Quick little run over. Early game, 1 to 2 teams getting into altercation. Well, here's one of them, and Hyper picking up a quick point. But as I'm saying, the other 2 players that dropped on military base, I think that's just in case they didn't find any boats, and they're going to need vehicles to cross over. But with that boat being there, I do imagine those 2 players will drive towards that boat and then just rotate on in. Yep, that's exactly what happened, especially with the first circle. The circle is down to the southwest.
Get to Primorsk nice and quickly. You're not going to need those boats from then on in. Nobody else really breaking out that way either. Duxan, they split loot around that military island bridge, the west bridge. They have Junie still on that south side. He regroups quite early after grabbing a vehicle, getting a little bit of loot and some information as well. They will have seen 628 dropping on the parachutes, so they might be aware that there's 1 of 2 things happening, right? Either they are split looting the west side of that island or heading over to Primorsk on the boats because they haven't seen that bridge crossing come through, and they aren't looking to hold out right now. So I imagine they're reading into this quite nicely. Is QX moving? I think QX might be moving over to Primorsk to try and get more information on this rotate from 628. I like it.
Yeah, maybe so. He did head to a very strong compound for looting's sake, so he might just be stopping there for loot real quick. Maybe if he finishes looting very early and very quickly, he could post up on that Primorsk kill and find a quick knock and point onto STE. That's a potential. We'll see in a little bit, but you mentioned no other teams really stretching towards that west side. Well, yeah, with the plane path being skewed heavily to the northeast, we're only going to see some teams breaking into that circle on the west side now. FaZe being one of them, going into their loot location of Georgepool, and Hyper seeming to go towards Gaka, which is their standard loot location as well. Nongshim, another team rotating in. They do that split loot and farm, so they finish looting very quickly. So Nongshim Red Force may be just going for a central rotation already and setting up.
I mean, all of Gatka right now is free, but N-Hyper fast on the drive for the time being. It looks like they're going to make it towards the chopsticks first. I don't know if they're going to post up in there, but that's the sort of area they're playing in right now. Gatka Fields, FaZe wanting that loot in South George, most likely transition to Everest and figure out the rotational path there. It's dangerous right now in this circle because Gatka Field sits fairly central, and a lot of teams are going to be thinking about crossing that open ground. So making sure that you're positioned well to deal with the teams skirting around the edge of that is going to be all important. So we'll have to wait and see who makes those breaks first, because you're right, it is N-Hyper and Nongshim Red Force who have made that western push the first, their earliest.
With the plane path being so skewed heavily to the east side too, this might throw off a lot of rotation timings where we might see stagnated fights coming into the first zone. Teams really have to time their rotations well. If you go very early, you might run into another team that's also timing their rotation very early. You end up running into each other. We saw that like on Sandhawk. Sure, Sandhawk is a way different map though. So we'll see if anything like that arises. Nigma Galaxy now done looting in Pachinki, quickly rotating in as well. We saw that last game, right? They didn't do that, YOLO rotation towards Central that we saw them do in day 1 and day 2, and they still came out with a huge win. Now, day 3, they were playing the same way. They were playing Edge, but no success. Day 4, first game of Sandhawk, great success, a chicken dinner. So goes to show they have both strategies in their book. It depends on how the zone shifts exactly, where they, pull the gun, pull the trigger, and go for a crazy rotation, or just play it slow. I'm really curious to see how they do today with either strategy.
The bubbles keep bursting for a lot of these teams in this position. Seventh Element, one of those teams that I was talking about getting left in the dust a little bit. 78 points right now with the bubble on 96. That's a little bit of a mountain for them to climb. And when you're towards the bottom of the tables, when you're one of these low-performing teams in this lobby, you do have quite a way to go. When you look at that point differential, you're looking at 18 points to try and claw back. When you're looking at the top of the table, sure, you think, oh, they can maybe get a chicken dinner, have a couple of big games, get 9 points, 10 points on a couple. But when you're down towards the bottom, those games are so much rarer for you. So you need to be finding matches where you're extracting 6 points consistently to be able to try and climb up that bubble.
Yeah, it will be a very tough task. And Hotchuk's already alluded to it. It being the final day, going towards the last and final games, things are going to get really different. Teams are going to play in ways that you don't really expect because we haven't seen them, under this amount of pressure before. So it's not even a guarantee that, if you figure something out, that it's going to work in the last couple of games either.
You definitely need to try and go for those plays sometimes. When you're down towards the bottom of the tables, you need to maximize your point scoring, and that generally goes towards a little bit crazier play, because if you don't try and get those 20-point games, right, if you don't try and go for those big chicken dinners, you're going to be stuck getting, as I said, sort of 6 points a match, and you need to have that as a backdrop, but you also need those profit games as well, right? So you can't afford to let those slip away when you have this points gap that is going to keep creeping away from you as well. Those teams won't be staying still. It's a moving target on the bubble.
Definitely so. A lot of teams finishing up their rotations right now. Enigma Galaxy positioned dead center pretty much at that one wizard tower, just on the west side of the open gap fields. Nongshim Red Force, we caught it on camera a second earlier. They did fend off a potential push from Enigma Galaxy at the compounds. And Hyper, just south of Gaka on the hills, very central, Duxon south of that with a nice split. Basically, so many teams posturing up for the late game already, placing themselves dead center of the zone.
Next Ruya still camping on this eastern bridge. They know that Inco like to drop here, but Inco not looking to give them that opportunity. So, and rotating on the south side of Sosnovka at this point. So next Ruya going to be disappointed, I would say, with their bridge hold. They're going to be denied their dinner. Look at that. That's a little bit unfortunate, and I think they might have figured it out as well. They just haven't seen any movement. They know that Inco are going to want to have moved already, and next Ruya are losing time in terms of getting a position on this eastern side of the circle, because Hale have moved in. You do Alliance as well.
Oh.
That's pretty brutal. We're heading over to the west coast, and this is Nongshim Red Force, 628, and FaZe very, very happy. Actually, Kanina Power have managed to move in by Quarry as well.
Yeah, but Canadian Power are about to run into 628. We'll see in a second. FaZe coming down on that northwest side. This is a huge circle shift. Teams are going for that great migration right now. And I do imagine we're going to get some fights breaking out too. The rotations here, multiple teams driving by each other. They're just like waving to each other. Man, what is up with this circle? You see this, guys? And they're like, yeah, let's just keep driving. Let's not stop and fight out here.
I mean, you don't want to waste time, right? Like, you get out, you take the fight, you're spending a minute and a half, 2 minutes to try and conclude a fight out of the circle. Meanwhile, everybody else has already taken positions away from you, and then there's no way in. It's a brick wall that you're going to have to slam your face into, and that is certainly going to be bad for the teeth. FaZe have moved around this western side, but it looks like they're close to Enigma Galaxy, who have managed to push through their way as well. And actually play on a very, very decent spot, the northern center of this circle.
Yeah, and teams right now want to have neighbors almost, right? Because if you start a fight right now, that third party is coming in real hot with so many teams going for a hard rotation on the west side. And Hyper getting caught on their rotation. And Hyper, you know, they make fast rotations, and usually that's enough. But at this stage in the PMGC, you can't just only rely on fast rotations to make a good rotation. Like, other teams are all moving a step ahead of you just based on where they drop to begin with.
And Hyper close to Duxan. Around the swamp. Just trading off these buildings, a little bit of pressure here and there. Duxan split around the side of the quarry. And they are going to be chilling for the moment. I don't think Hyper are going to be looking to push just yet. They haven't figured out exactly where they want to go, but they're only 3 and they can't really risk this position. Inco just about coming across this bridge now. They might still run into next Ruya.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised, because just naturally, if 2 teams are coming in very late on the east side, each circle shift is kind of going to pit them in the same direction and the same optimal pathing, meaning, you know, the chances of them running into each other do go up. We'll see if that does happen. Circles closing. We are going to head into the next circle shift without too much action. Only 62, or not only, 62 members still up. So only 2 players have fallen so far with these hard shifts to the west.
And one of those was on a hot drop, remember, on the the vehicle. So that's a really, really slow start with the amount of dramatic shift that we've had. That's not going to stop either. It's kind of interesting. So I'm imagining it must be now, right, that we're going to see a little bit more scrapping going on with the positions around the edge of quarry becoming really important. It's going to split teams from the north and the south. And right now, the north is so much more densely packed. Look at the number of teams up there. Next, Ruya and Inco and Hale are going to have a much easier time of it.
Yeah, not the big thing that stands out to me for this circle is on the west side. Not only is a huge majority of that open land, the other thing is it's just like 2 giant hillsides too. So whichever team controls the hill controls all of that open space. So there's so much dead area in a huge chunk of that zone. The northeast has a lot of cover with buildings and ridges and all of that, so we might see a lot of teams just stuck in on the northeast, and maybe just one more team filling in on that west side.
It's going to be difficult, though, for a lot of these teams. You can see the eliminations start to come through. Hudo Alliance picking up a point, getting that flush over onto NASA, trying to move past 628 now, or 4 of their players still alive. Can they post up? Canina Power are still quite split here. You can see there's only 2 players for them, but that high ground angle is going to divert Olio back over to the road here. Palucci able to hold it off. This is a good crossfire setup for Canina Power, but they are still a little bit vulnerable. If they get overwhelmed on one of those angles, that's going to be curtains for them. They're just going to fall like dominoes, so they do need to be careful.
Man, I can't imagine the comms out of these players right now making this crazy rotation. Getting shot from every which way. Morph coming in onto the backside of Intense Game. They'll pick up a quick point. Intense Game actually just down to 2 players already, suffering a lot of casualties. Morph with a position not yet in zone. That's all the way in the northwest outside of the circle. So Morph's going to have to keep pressuring themselves in. Intense Game are knocked out. Udo Alliance found a shack. And teams are having to go to Primorsk in the urban safety of the buildings. And this is dead edge of zone.
Inco, 7th Element, and Next Ruya all in the edge of Primorsk here. Dokuma has been knocked. I think they should be able to find this res. It's a building over. Frozen gets the heal off, but... Oh, no, wait, hang on a minute. No, Dokuma is actually in the closer building. A nade in through for Becca, just looking for that flush. Looks to be pretty good. Yekta spotted out. This is so difficult to try and make these moves right now. But Nenebeche does get spotted. That's going to slow down Inco somewhat, but Becca wants to find Dokuma. He moves out on the broadside, and it's just not going to go super well there. Nenebeche still not getting rest. He's a little bit split from the rest of this team. In the meantime, Hale have established position on this hill to the northeast side of them, and I don't think anyone's getting out of here unscathed.
Oh yeah, so deadly. Yeah. And looking at that west side, no teams made it into that western area. FaZe and Kanina Power will hold down everything. Udo Lions got close, but they did end up taking a shack along the roadside. Next circle coming out, and it is going to go into that dead zone towards the west. Kanina Power, surely now they'll probably think about grouping up. But man, it's still the same thing. Not many teams will find spots to play. There are some shacks scattered around, so I imagine we're going to see teams full sending some shacks here.
Kanina Power going to hold those central shacks. In the meantime, Nextruya trying to conclude their fight, but so are Inko, and Nextruya definitely taking the L on that one. Inko able to keep it together with 3 players. They lost Nenebeche earlier. Oh wait, hang on a minute. No, they got it back
up. Got revived.
I'll take that back. I thought he would have gone down there to the 7th element angle, but no. All 4 players from Inko. They are fighting to stay inside of this top 11 spot. They'll have to go a lot further this match, though. Picking up 2 eliminations down in Primorsk. They'll need a little bit more. I now am looking at Kanina Power and thinking, if they can't do it here, they can't do it anywhere. They should, by all rights, win this game, but we've seen that they have been a little bit lackluster. Can they make it work right as the close comes through? It might even be too little too late, because they're 39 points to the 96-point bubble. It's just too far, even if they're able to take it.
Kanina Power needs to win this game. As for them winning the game off that position, I'm not sure. I mean, they're in a great spot in center, but they have no control. They're surrounded by hilltops. On the south side, Udo Alliance trying to take one of them, and then on the north side, FaZe is there, along with Morph. I think Morph did just full send the shack with 4 players. Shots coming down from Hale on the outside. 7th element getting cut down here. Udo Alliance in a great spot to gatekeep both of these teams.
Everybody on this north side starting to be cut down. You can see the picture-in-pictures starting to go through. 7th element crossing the open ground with T24OP, actually doing a lot of damage to Hale, as Hale will completely be eliminated there. And T24OP keeps it going for 7th element. They have 3 points this match, but they won't be able to get any more as they are put down by Inko. Nenebeche puts him to sleep. They're up to 4 eliminations. Hop in the vehicle, get on forwards, but they've still got Duxan to their east side. You can see them just off there as they look to cross. Udo Alliance will be ready and waiting for this push.
They're going to have to crash right in, and that is exactly what they're going to do. Getting very close to Udo. No fire just yet. Maybe Udo Alliance thought the fight was done after they took out the other team, but now with a 4-man squad of Inko knocking at your doorstep. Oh, Vitali goes down to the play zone, though. So just a 3-man squad, still a deadly squad. Inko definitely got their blood pumping after the first game. They may have not won it, but that Sandhawk was very good for them. Pushing Udo Alliance further away into the no man's land. Barely any cover, some rocks, some trees. That's about it.
Difficult south side. Udo Alliance, though, with a big chance here to earn profit on this match against the teams ahead of them. Nigma Galaxy crunched on this north side. FaZe have excellent control over these rotation angles for them as well. Nigma Galaxy very unlikely to be able to get much further here. Morph already down to 2. They might be able to survive, sure, but they've got 3 eliminations and they're in a shack with no real prospect of leaving. So Udo Alliance have the best chance here to try and jump on up towards 3rd place. Nigma Galaxy trying to sweep around this eastern side as Nongshim Red Force take a couple of shots, but a reposition comes through and Nigma Galaxy just going to try and position themselves into this next circle.
Yeah, next circle pulls down further to the south. So many teams on the north, northeast not in the zone. You can see that now. FaZe is in a great spot to take that hill as for Nigma Galaxy is going to be caught in the middle of everything. They should look to third party this fight going on in the picture. STE versus, I believe this is NB Esports. NB Esports doing a great job right now finishing that off. STE down to just maybe 1 or 2 players. Just the one, I think, of 33Z.
Getting the spray onto Mondo, a really good start to his potential resurgence here. Hero very likely to get flushed in this position, as there's the third party. Nigma Galaxy want to sweep through. They've lost Ralph though, so it's a little bit more dangerous. Sprays, damage, flushes coming through now across the hillside as well, as Nongshim Red Force losing all of their players on that crash. Ralph is going to be resible here. Nades pour over the top as Fist tries to hold it off the last player from NB, and he's taken even lower. The spray from Lord keeps them there. Ralph got flushed there. I think that might have gone down to a nade, so Nigma Galaxy playing on his 3. And actually, hang on a minute, NB is still going. Lord hasn't managed to get the flush.
Yeah, that first aid will pop off, just putting himself away from the car enough to avoid the Util, the Molly. Great job out of him. He has a nade in hand. This could go horribly wrong for Nigma Galaxy. They do avoid it, but Nigma Galaxy still have to breach into the zone. They're going to have to drive into the open. Unless they can pull off what they did the other couple of days where they do not get shot at. FaZe and Morph should be looking right at them as well with Konina Power as Nigma Galaxy rotate in.
Muture Alliance trying to control Inco on the south side as well in the meantime. 33Z taken out, and that's STE eliminated. Now Morph just trying to survive in that shack against FaZe's pressure from the north side as well. Duxan mounting up with 3, trying to move further forwards, and NB, they haven't managed to get rid of him, and he is just this perpetual bother in their side. He is going to get another flush over onto Lord, and it's going to leave Nigma Galaxy on 2. They send straight through the middle and get to the water. Honestly, probably the safest place for them.
Yeah, safe for now, but FaZe has 4 players uncontested out here, and they just saw 2 fishes just go straight into the water. They're going to be focusing in on that one. Duxon not in the zone yet with 3. What can they do? They see what's in front of them. Nothing looks open for them to play. They may have to go for a crash. There is that shack right on the tippy edge of the zone on the east side. But, I mean, once they get there, Konina Power is just going to finish them off on the next circle shift. So they may have to do something else here. Inco on the far south getting whittled down by Łიძლ Alliance. So Łიძლ Alliance doing a great job with what little cover that they have on the outside of No Man's Land.
This bubble's going to continue to shift as well because you've got Duxan, 96 points with 2 eliminations on the bubble in 11th, 12th place FaZe with 4 players alive, 3 eliminations, only 3 points behind at the start of this match. They managed to close that gap by 1, so it's a 2-point difference between them and Duxan. Duxan not only looking to survive this match, but survive in terms of the bubble in match number 20 of this 24-match set. And I just want to put a little bit of context around Konina Power here. If they get a record-breaking match, Zute, if they get, let's say, 20 eliminations, right? They get a 30-point match, they're still in last place. And that is...
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's kind of crazy that
That's
they're
pretty dire.
not going to be able to make that jump right towards the end. I think, yeah, no, they would still be on 69 points, and that's just not enough. They're still behind, which is absolutely insane, the amount of points that they are behind. And I feel bad for kicking them while they're down, but this is what happens when you don't perform at the level of this lobby.
You know, when you said a 30-point match, I was expecting the follow-up to be they will be right at the bubble.
No.
But no, it's still last place. Wow, okay, yeah. I that's one way to show how bad they're doing in this tournament. But the circle has shifted. Duxon should go down here. Yeah, nowhere for them to go, nowhere for them to play. Inco, that's not even in the next zone. They're going to be cut down here. And that does leave Nigma Galaxy, Łიძლ Alliance, Konina Power, Morph, and FaZe. Those should be the next couple of teams that are in the next circle. And we'll see where the next zone goes after that.
Konina Power still on the inside, still have the buildings under control. FaZe just stopping Duxan from doing pretty much anything. They try and open into the corner of this compound. Konina Power ready for the fight. They're setting up for the scrap. They're cooking nades, and then it's FaZe just melting them on the back lines. And immediately pubg moves forwards. Might be able to get the point onto QX as well as he moves on through. QX falls down. Junie on the outside, last player for Duxan, and FaZe going to be pretty happy to pick up these points, right? To try and jump up towards that bubble. Secure themselves a couple more points here. A nade in for pubg, and that's brilliant. Nade onto Morph to pick up more points. 5 eliminations now for Konina Power. They're playing on the east side of this circle. Duxan not eliminated just yet. Junie's still in.
Next circle about to shift. This could go between FaZe, Konina Power, or ŁŁ Alliance, honestly. And he said, oh no, yeah, Junie's causing some damage here. 1 player down. That should be it. Should be a clean reset for Konina Power. And there we go. DGR will finish off that last player. 6 eliminations and the full reset. Circle closing in. Nigma Galaxy, are they... How are they looking? I'm looking at my map. It seems like 1 player is in the water still. Yeah, getting revived out there potentially. And FaZe have moved in closer. Mormon now down on the beach side, so FaZe getting very proactive. They could stay on this hill with all of their players, but instead they're going to look to get some more territory. And actually, they're down to 2, so it did come at a huge cost. FaZe had 4 up last I saw on top of the hill.
They are looking to out-earn Duxan here. They've managed to get quite a few points, and they're looking for good placements as well. And I'm imagining that they're going to find themselves in the top 11, sorry, after this match. And and looking to try and take control of that. But with 2 players, it's unlikely they go much further. U2 Alliance, this is a big game for them. It's very, very important, right? They've just come off the back of performing well over on Sandhawk. Another